Joe.
When you see this man, Mike, you think of one word, and that's phenomenal. There is nothing he hasn't accomplished in TNA, but this to be his toughest battle yet. We saw how tough it was with him against Samoa Joe. We saw the Iron Man matches and the things he's going through with Christopher Daniels, and now he has to deal with both of them at the same time. Can AJ get a fifth title? We'll find out.
Quite simply, the fallen angel Christopher Daniels now holds the record. He is the longest reigning X Division champion in TNA history. A reign of nearly 6 months for this 33-year-old 12-year pro. Yes, AJ Styles, you may be a 4-time X Division champion, but think of this. AJ Styles never held the X Division title for 6 months like the fallen angel. Let's send it to the ring to Jeremy Borash for the official introductions.
The following contest, live from Universal Studios Orlando, Florida, is scheduled for one fall and is a 3-way match for the X Division Championship of the World. When the bell rings, the man in charge, TNA official, Mr. Andrew Thomas. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing first of all the challengers. In the corner to my left, weighing in at 280 pounds, from the Isle of Samoa, he is the undefeated Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing from Gainesville, Georgia. He weighed in this morning at 218 pounds and is TNA Wrestling's only 2-time Triple Crown winner. He is the phenomenal AJ Styles. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing from the City of Angels, he weighed in this morning at 221 pounds and is the longest reigning X Division champion in TNA history. He is the fallen angel, Christopher Daniels.
It is time for the X Division Championship matchup, the 3-way bout. First pin, first submission, that's the winner, that's the individual who will leave unbreakable with the X Division gold.
It's a situation where you've got to have eyes in the back of your head, and look at this right there. Samoa Joe and AJ Styles partner up at the beginning and go right at the champion.
Yeah, the two challengers taking it right to the record holder, the 6-month reign of the fallen angel Christopher Daniels. Well, let's just say, Samoa Joe or AJ Styles, they want to end that tonight.
Well, I just going to show you that the belt's what's important right here.
AJ says anything you can do, I can do better. Joe, that lethal, brutal, stiff kick. AJ connects as well. Joe says, watch this.
Oh, man! That's just jarring as Christopher Daniels is taking everything right there. Unbelievable that AJ Styles and Samoa Joe working together. I couldn't imagine Samoa Joe working with anybody.
Daniels gets right back up on his feet, and then he gets right knocked down just as quick by another stiff kick from Samoa Joe.
Did you see that AJ went low, Samoa Joe went high, and Christopher Daniels went down. AJ tried for a quick roll-up to get the title. Oh, it's on now.
Another one, inside cradle small package, another 2 count. AJ a third time, and a third near fall on Samoa Joe.
Oh, no.
Look at this. He's got the arm surfboard. He's got the arms of AJ Styles. Oh, boy, there, stretch back, trying to crank on the elbow of AJ, trying to pop that elbow right out of its socket. And here comes Daniels.
Did you see how Samoa Joe able to apply that leg right there in the middle to keep the pressure on AJ, keeping him down and then pulling back on the arms? Nobody can do submissions. Nice kick right there, drop kick by the fallen angel. Wow.
Great drop kick, and at the same time, Styles was springing off the ropes. It adds even more impact to the move. Speaking of impact, look at these knife-edge chops from Joe.
Oh, man, showing you how agile he is for close to 300 pounds.
6 feet tall, 280-pound Samoa Joe takes the champion Daniels out and now turns his attention to Styles. Look at these forearm shots.
Oh my gosh, he just did almost like kicking a football right there. I mean, you can just see AJ Styles going up and you can see Christopher Daniels though. Good timing on his part.
Daniels hooks the leg of Joe, and now Daniels going to slingshot in and catch AJ with a series of rights directed to the jaw. Big forearm shot for Samoa Joe, and now the champ takes over.
Oh, nice combination right there by the fallen angel, Christopher Daniels. This guy has held the belt longer than anybody. You saw right there how Samoa Joe had to break that up. I mean, this is what makes this match so unique. If somebody beats somebody and you're on the outside looking in, that's your tough luck. So you gotta break it up if you can.
First pin or first submission wins the match and wins or retains the X Division title. And Samoa Joe has got the champ Daniels in a bad way. Face first into the turnbuckle. Now Joe's got AJ for a knife edge.
I mean, it's hard to believe, but when you look at it, Samoa Joe is one of the few people in this world or in this business that has never lost a match to AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels here in TNA.
You noticed how Daniels got out of the way when Joe whipped AJ into the corner. Joe with the forearm shot, and now Daniels goes in. He's got him stacked up, but Daniels gets the boot up as Joe charged in.
Oh, look at the power right there of Samoa Joe as AJ Styles feeds Christopher Daniels right to the Samoan submission machine, and he just blasts him.
Now AJ charges.
Wow, he's so fast, he's so agile, he's so quick and so athletic.
Snapped off the head scissors takeover. Joe down, AJ slow to get to his feet. Daniels also is still down at this point.
You know, it's a situation, if you can find a chance to get a breather, you take one, but you also run the risk of a pin happening while you're doing that. You really just got to have eyes in the back of your head and know what's going on at all times, and right now, AJ Styles, oh man, he just, look at the power.
He just walked right into Samoa Joe. First he took him up in a move similar to a bear hug. From there, he released him overhead with the suplex, and AJ crashed into the corner turnbuckles, and now again, Joe puts him face first, and now here comes the face wash.
Oh man, and when he does it, it just seems so much more violent than when anybody else does.
Yeah, look at the size of his legs.
Great move by Daniels as he catches him and sends him on the ring, and here he goes, and he takes right through the ropes. He takes the short route. Could it be? Look at this backwards moonsault, and he hits it on Samoa Joe.
Daniels, the split leg moonsault. You're right, crashing into Joe on the floor. Boy, are they appreciative. Here in the Impact Zone, listen to him chant TNA.
Well, they know they're seeing three of the best wrestlers in the world vying for one of the most important titles. We always talk about the significance of that heavyweight title, but the X Division title. Oh, look at AJ! Did you see the gracefulness? Did you see the style? And you gotta show that again.
You gotta see this again. Watch AJ go first for the springboard. Check this out.
Look at this. Oh, man. You can't hit it any better than that.
Wow. It was like a springboard into the shooting star, then crashing right down onto both Daniels and Joe, and that's got Styles fired up.
That's got the crowd fired up as if they needed any more. They know they're seeing something special here tonight. 1, 2.
Whoa.
The power of Joe is he's just got so much strength. But you know what? It's not like he's one-on-one. It's two-on-one for everybody out there. And that's when guys like Styles and Daniels can wear down a Samoa Joe. Oh, man, AJ again. Oh, man, is that kick dead on or what?
Drop kick on target. Here's the cover. Here's 2. Nope. Only a 2 count. AJ had the leg hooked. I'm not sure that he had proper weight positioning on someone who's 280 pounds to get the pin and put him away. There you see the drop kick.
I'll tell you what, it's amazing too, because you got Samoa Joe going forwards. You've got to kick him pretty hard to completely have the body go back the other direction.
Forearm shot by Styles. Position Samoa Joe in the corner, but Daniels has now made his way back in. You talked about eyes in the back of your head. AJ turned his focus totally on Samoa Joe, and now Daniels is going to try and take control.
Man, good point. And that's what happens. I mean, you and I were focusing on the action between the two, and then you forget that the champion was out. Look at that combination right there.
Daniels just monkey flipped AJ Styles right into Joe, and AJ caught him with a hurricane rana. My God!
Unbelievable action here.
Quick roll-up attempt by
He
Daniels.
got him. He's got, oh, AJ used his legs.
AJ right back up to his feet, elevated. Oh! Daniels elevated Styles all the way over. AJ he didn't catch the apron. He was splattered on the floor.
I'll tell you what, that's because Daniel's sitting so far out there he couldn't catch the apron.
He's challenging. He's measuring Joe. Tells him to get to his feet. He charges at him and puts the knee right into the chest. Oh, check this out. I'm not sure it's a good move to show this kind of disrespect to Samoa Joe.
You know, when you get in that close proximity to a man of that size, you're asking for trouble. And that's what I'm talking about. And look at Joe just go one right after another. Back and forth, back and forth.
The open hand palm thrust, followed up by a series of vicious knees. Here comes Joe. Go behind by Daniels. Oh, out of the corner. Quick roll up. Joe
One,
down.
two, wait a minute, look at this. Oh, man, again, you've got to be careful, because at any point, Samoa Joe can get you into a submission order.
And he's got him locked in. He's got him locked in the clutch. Watch AJ. AJ knows he's got to break this up to survive.
Oh, man, what's that, the spiral tap?
He broke it up with the tap off the top. Wow. He had to do it. He had to do it to stay alive. Don, tell him about the replay.
Look at this, he has to use as much force as he can, because he's got to make sure he breaks it up before Christopher Daniels taps out.
AJ cover. Two. No, Joe rolls the shoulder. As you look around the impact zone, you see everybody on their feet. Oh, they sense and they know that they're watching something that's very special. Daniels to his feet. Oh, he took AJ by the trunks, and he just tossed him right out to the floor.
I'll tell you something, the Fallen Angel's showing why he's the longest reigning X Division champion of all time. Think of how they both ganged up on him at the beginning, and he's still standing in that ring, and twice he sent AJ out. He knows that to keep AJ outside is the best way to get a win. And look at him using his balance right there to use the weight of Samoa Joe against him.
Judo basics, STO takedown by Daniels. Joe is down. Daniels at the same time, I think he's going to go for the BME. Best moonsault ever, but AJ slipped into the ring.
Yeah, that's one of those high-risk moves that's hard to do when you've got two men to watch out for instead of one. If you've got one, you know where they're at. But you're caught up. You're caught up into the fever. Oh, you want to put the...
Listen to these kicks.
I know it, and he's got him entangled up there in the ropes. Look at this, here comes Joe!
He's sandwiched Styles and Daniels both in the corner.
And look at this, you can see Daniels is still caught.
Daniels is in no man's land. He's got the leg hook. Look out!
Oh, man! What a brutal kick by Samoa Joe!
Think of the power of 280 pounds with the size of those legs, with the size of that body, and he caught him with a drop kick right in the face.
I'll tell you what, the only thing that saved Daniels there was his foot, his leg was caught on the ropes, otherwise he'd have been pinned. I'm telling you right now, there's a chance Samoa Joe should go for that pin on him, but I think he just wants to let the world know he's better than both these guys.
Yes, you damn right, this is awesome. Joe off the rope. Caught him with the inverted move. And oh, that Judas move.
I mean, that was brutal. That was brutal.
Time to last.
No. Mike, this is everything we thought it would be and more. Joe can't believe it. He's thinking, what do I gotta do?
That's what I was gonna say. What else can I do to put either Daniels or Styles away and walk out of here with the X Division title? This time the knee to the head. And another one. Daniels in trouble here. He's got Joe hooked.
Look at the strength, unbelievable. And he uses it. He hits it there, lands on his feet. AJ step, look at this as these guys just keep countering each other, and now it's just become a slugfest.
But don't forget about Samoa.
No, there he goes, and he goes over the top, and he nails the ball. You gotta be kidding me right there.
Twisting suicide dive by Samoa Joe. Get this replay.
Look at this, bam.
All three men are laid out after the 280-pound Samoa Joe went crashing from the ring down to the floor. Joe's up to his knees at least. AJ's laid out. Daniels is laid out.
For those of you that are watching this right now at home, I want you to think how lucky you are. You're seeing one of the greatest matches in the history of wrestling. All three of these guys putting it all on the line.
Daniels rolled into the ring. Can Joe pin him, or can Joe force him to submit? Daniels in serious trouble. Could be the muscle buster.
Oh, he's come. Oh no, this could do it.
Out of the corner.
Oh, he fights off though. He does not want. He knows how quickly it can end right there as he fights it off.
Desperation move, raking the eyes, fish hooking the eyes of Samoa Joe. Styles now back in the game. He's up to the apron. Styles and Daniels fight from the top.
You can see blow after blow of each of them is AJ Styles in a very precarious position. Now Samoa Joe going up top here. All three guys. What's going to happen as you see Joe takes them both back? Unbelievable display of strength.
That's the pure raw power of Samoa Joe. He's taken the X Division by storm, and he's done exactly what we've said. No, this isn't about weight limits. It's about no limits, and you're seeing it unfold right in front of your eyes.
Look at that determination on the face of Samoa Joe. He can smell it.
This is it.
He can smell it right
Smelling the
now.
blood, and he's smelling the X Division title. Styles up, Joe caught him with a right. And another one, but AJ fights back.
Yes.
Series of forearm shots.
Look at this AJ now. AJ just fired up. Just reaches in, fights something, and you can see Samoa Joe not ready for it.
Look at
But
Joe.
now he comes back.
Open hand pull. Went for the wild swing. AJ and Zagiri doesn't connect.
No, the power of Samoa Joe again once he gets with his clutch.
Suplex, dropped him on his head. AJ crashed the back of his head, crashing down into the canvas. Muscle buster. If he can take him out of the corner, he's got him up.
Oh, here he goes.
Daniels just took the title back.
Oh, he nails it.
Muscle buster. AJ down. Daniels took the title belt off our table. He was trying to make his way to the ring and he just slumped down.
And you can see right there, he's got it in his hand. And he went for it, but Samoa Joe saw him coming and just power smacked him around.
Just as Joe was going to go for the Bikini clutch, the rear naked choke, Daniels hits the ring with the belt. Now Joe's got the title. He's got the championship belt in his hand.
You can see Andy Thomas going to try to take it away from him. I don't know that that's wise to take it. Oh, but look at that. Daniels kicks the belt right into the face of Samoa Joe.
The championship title belt just driven right into the head of Joe, courtesy of the Enziguri kick by Daniels. Joe dazed. Daniels slow to get back up to his feet, slow to get to the face, but AJ is too. It's a battle of wills at this point. Who's going to fight through the pain? Who's going to fight through to win the X Division title, retain it?
You're only going to get maybe one more opportunity, and you better take it because these guys are worn out. And look at this, Daniels sensing it right here, and AJ doesn't stop slinging elbows. You can't stop your motion, but look at the power. He's hit it. 1, 2. No, AJ's not going to have it.
Daniels thought that he was going to retain the X Division title. He had AJ up, he drove him down to the mat, but no, he couldn't get the 3 count.
Look at this crowd.
You can sense the appreciation. They know that they're laying it on the line. AJ up, AJ powered down.
Look at this. You can see him trying to muster up the strength, trying to find it. Is he going to go for the BME? Here he goes. Best moonsault ever, and he hits it. It's going to be over. Oh, Joe's in there.
Daniels, oh God. Then the kick, the shotgun effect of those kicks. That third one was blocked by Daniels, and he caught him with the jawbreaker.
Tell you what, anything that you can do to stop the Samoan submission machine.
Coach's clutch.
Here he goes. Yes.
submission. Instead, he overpowered Joe and took Samoa Joe out to the floor. Now Daniel senses that Samoa Joe's been taken out to the floor here at the Impact Zone.
Well, this is his opportunity. When you got that chance and a guy of that kind of power and that kind of force is out of the ring, then you got to put all your efforts into what you got to do to retain your championship, and that means you got to pin AJ Styles here and now.
Series of forearm shots. Styles shot out, telegraph to the back body drop, may hurt the champ. Can AJ come back?
Oh, he hits it and he nails it.
Inverted DDT, gonna roll him over. Here's the pin, legs hook.
1, 2, oh, he kicks out. What a match.
Who's going to survive? Who's going to thrive? And who's going to walk out of here with the X Division title?
You can see Samoa Joe right there, waiting for his opportunity. You can see him in the foreground. AJ Styles, though, going high risk. He knows that if he can hit this, he can put him away, and Daniel's not going to let it happen.
Big poke thrust by Daniels. Rocks AJ precariously up on the top corner turnbuckle. Styles fights it off with right and right back. Daniels with those right hand shots to the ribcage.
Here he goes, Daniels. If he can hit this, this is his opportunity.
Superplex.
He's going to, and he does! He catches it, AJ Styles, and he caught him right on the hip right there.
Now, but Daniels, I think Daniels is so winded at this point that it's going to take him time to regroup, recover, and go for the pin after the high impact move. And at the same time, look who's back in the ring.
And he let those two guys wear each other out. Samoa Joe realizes it. 1, 2, does he get it? No! And he goes over to AJ.
Now he's got the Styles.
2.
Near falls for Samoa Joe on both Styles and Daniels. And now he's got Daniels up for the powerbomb.
You just wonder how hard it goes.
STF. He's got the leg hook and he's got the crossface applied. STF submission hold.
AJ Styles is going to have to break this up if he wants any kind of a chance. And he doesn't look like he even realizes what's going on. Is he going to tap out? Is he going to tap out?
Daniels fighting through the pain, realizes that the second that he taps, he loses the X Division title. Joe's got him hooked. Daniels close to the ropes.
He knows he's close to the ropes. He can sense him. He can see him out of the one eye, and he gets a hold of it. Great job right there by Christopher Daniels.
AJ on the far side of the ring slowly makes his way up, but Joe realizes that he has Daniels sufficiently weakened, and now he's got to try and put him away. First the headbutt, right hand.
Oh, man. I'll tell you what, when he hits you, you can feel it all the way through the building.
Big uppercut shots by Joe, rocking the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Oh, the Pele! Out of nowhere! The Pele! How does he have the strength to do it? Look at the strength! He's got him!
He's got him up in a wrap, butcher wrap, submission.
It's unbelievable! He slams it down! 1, 2, he's done it! No! Unbelievable!
How about AJ Styles taking the 280-pounder up in the rack?
Oh, headbutt right there by Christopher Daniels. Oh, unbelievable. AJ, how can you even have the strength at this point?
Stack him up, takes Styles, slams him across the chest of Joe.
Listen to the crowd.
Daniels gonna try and suplex Styles. Takes him up, AJ floats over, could go behind. Series of elbows by Daniels.
Oh, look at this. He's got it, he rolled him up. Oh, he's going for the clash.
Styles climbs.
No, he hits it. Here it is.
Can he roll him over and win the title? Here's
1, 2. No, Joe gets in there and breaks it up.
just at the last split second. Samoa Joe breaks up the pin, and all three are still alive.
Oh, look at there. AJ gets thrown outside of the ring.
That's the smart strategy.
Yes.
Take AJ out to the floor. Concentrate your efforts on one man. It's now Joe and Daniels to fight it out.
I'll tell you what, just when you thought, look at that, what a move! Daniels goes down, and the momentum takes Joe all the way out to the floor, and he lands on the concrete.
Perfect timing by the fallen angel Christopher Daniels. The drop down move, and Joe goes right through the ring ropes and crashes and burns on the arena floor. Daniels shakes his head, gonna try and pull the cobweb. AJ rolls back in. Joe still out on the arena floor. Daniels.
This is his opportunity right here. And AJ fights back.
Both men, mid-ring exchange. Who's going to get the better of it?
It's just become fisticuffs right now. It's a matter of just, let's throw the technique out the window and blow after blow as AJ trying to take him down one after another.
Rights and lefts from the Phenomenal One. Then the chop to the chest, but the shortcut by Daniels as he caught him, raked the eyes, and then the forearm shot turns it in his favor.
I call it survival right there. Is he going to set him up? He's got him in the Angel's wings. And here it goes.
AJ fights it all.
He knows, but he sends it back. 1, 2. AJ's got it. He's got it.
AJ's won the title.
The winner of the match and new X Division champion of the world, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
5-time champion. What a way to counter the Angel's wings. Daniels can't believe it.
The end result is that the phenomenal AJ Styles, the first ever X Division champion, is now the first ever 5-time X Division title holder. And ladies and gentlemen, you have witnessed something very special in TNA history and in professional wrestling history. Samoa Joe taking out. Samoa Joe still undefeated.
That's right. He wasn't pinned, but he couldn't do himself any good when he was on the outside looking in, and he couldn't get up in time. AJ Styles able to counter the Angel's wings, Mike. Absolutely phenomenal effort by all three wrestlers.
Let's soak it in. They're standing as one in the impact zone. They're appreciative of the efforts of all three men. But down deep, they love the phenomenal AJ Styles. Can we top this? We're going to do our damnedest when we return October 23 at Bound for Glory.
Tonight, will two opponents make a difference and end the streak?
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is a three-way X Division Championship contest. Introducing challenger number 1 from Gainesville, Georgia, weighing 219 pounds, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Mike, if you would have to name one MVP in the history of TNA, this man comes to mind. He is a 2-time Triple Crown winner, but he has owned the X Division like it's his mantra, like it's his birthright. But he doesn't have that belt anymore. It belongs to Samoa Joe.
From the City of Angels, challenger number 2 is the fallen angel, Christopher Daniels.
If you watch our Impact broadcasts on Spike TV, you have seen global impact, detailing how TNA stars are in demand all over the world. This past Friday night, both AJ Styles and this man, the other challenger, the fallen angel Christopher Daniels, they wrestled in Seoul, Korea. World travelers, and now they're in the role of the challengers.
And finally, the X Division champion. He is the undefeated Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe.
How do you beat an 8-month-long undefeated streak? The Samoan submission machine, the X Division title holder, and he's bringing 2 towels to the ring. The one already has the blood of the fallen angel Christopher Daniels. The other, the clean towel, he's getting it ready for the phenomenal AJ Styles.
One's a reminder of the past. One is a reflection of the future in his mind. It is a trophy that he's gonna relish from this matchup. But 8 months in individual action, this man has never been beaten here in TNA. And when you realize the 2 that he's going up against, 2 that have owned the X Division, but they are on the outside looking in to the Samoan submission machine.
And here we go, championship matchup. X Division gold at stake, as well as the unbeaten streak of Samoa Joe, as we see now. Joe grabbed aside, headlock out. Styles able to use Joe as a weapon and fire him off right into the fallen angel Christopher Daniels. And look at AJ go on the attack.
I'll tell you what, AJ hit Joe with the right. that I mean just racked his jaw. You can see Samoa Joe still holding it. A nice shot right there by Daniels.
Daniels caught Styles with a drop kick, but he momentarily looked away from Samoa Joe. First the chop to the back, then the kick, and then 280 pounds in the air, dropping down, cutting with the knee drop. Look at AJ!
What a scoop and a slam right there. He's so strong for his size. We've seen him put Samoa Joe on his shoulders, even attempt to put him in the clash. He won't shy away from him, even though he's 280 pounds. Look at that.
Leapfrog over by Styles, and AJ connects with the drop kick that rocks Samoa Joe, and there's great leg extension with another drop kick, and that took down the Fallen Angel.
One thing you do notice right here is that nobody's working together. Normally you might think that AJ and Daniels might do it a little bit out of respect, but it's not at all. It just nails him with the knee right there by AJ.
No question, Styles and Daniels, they've been fierce rivals in TNA, but then there was that point over the course of the past couple of months where we saw them not only work together, but even join forces as a tag team, but that really went bad when the towel was thrown in, and you and I both, oh man, front suplex by Samoa Joe, he just planted AJ. You and I both stuck up for AJ Styles. We both know that he did the right thing when he threw in the, when he threw in the towel, that baby was stiff. What a kick.
It was pride, and that's what made Daniels mad, because he has so much pride. And then AJ showed his pride. Nice shot right there by Daniels, just kind of sneak attack, which is what you're going to have to do in this match. But it was the right call. But right now, that doesn't matter. Look at this. Oh, it was a little teamwork, but it's backfired. Oh, no.
And Samoa Joe going to take advantage of the Samoan submission machine with the submission move, but Daniels quickly realizing that he almost set the match right up for Joe to get the win. He broke it up.
I'll tell you what, this is a situation where you have to make sure that one of the people is out of the ring if you're going to go for a pin, because they will break it up and it can cost you. Now
This might be his chance. Daniels hits the high running knee. Joe down to the floor. Fallen Angel, he was going to spring off the ropes. AJ stopped him, and AJ slingshot over. Joe just walks away. Oh, don't turn your back on AJ. First the boot.
Look at right there as Daniels just timed that perfectly. Levels AJ with the elbow.
The forearm shot sent Styles down to the arena floor. Fallen Angel. Oh, man. Open hand pole thrust by Joe. Stop Daniels as he's going to fly out to the floor. Oh, man.
Right into the rail right there. A wicked shot by AJ Styles, showing a different side of him, a very aggressive side from the beginning on. Not methodical like he can be a lot of times at the start of a title match. Being very, very aggressive, which you gotta be.
I think all three of these individuals realize that there's not going to be a feeling out process here. You can't be tentative. You've got to go right for the jugular. Brainbuster
exactly
style, suplex down, and watch AJ now. He's going to use the death lock on the legs. He bridges back and grabs the reverse chin lock at the same time.
Making the body go directions it was never intended to go, and you could see Daniels just screaming and writhing in pain. And Joe knows he can't let that happen.
Joe comes in, drills Daniels in the side with the kick, and then hooks on a submission hold of his own. He's got the STF, he's got the leg grapevine, he's got it hooked, and he's got the crossface firmly applied with the Fallen Angels there.
Look at this! It's become a submission circle right there as everybody is pulling on somebody.
Got the clutch applied, and both men fight through it.
Unbelievable there as everyone trying to jockey for position, and the one on the bottom was AJ Styles, and nobody's more relieved than he is to have those bodies off of him right now.
You're not kidding. Importance of this matchup just magnified as we've seen the level of competition among these three rise. X Division title at stake. Slingshot in. Daniels hits the elbow. And no, just two.
Daniels is so smooth. I mean, he is absolutely so smooth. He can come off the ropes, I think, as good as anybody. Samoa Joe, though, quicker than people give him credit for, and he does it slyly.
The series of knife edge chops. Joe charges in, and the knee catches Daniels and caught him in the side of the head. Gonna go for the face wash here in the corner. Of course, you always have to be aware of the concussion that Daniels suffered.
Oh, man, he just gave him a running face wash right there. Just with full speed, and Daniels falls out of the ring. I mean, that was almost self-preservation.
Joe now reversed and sent into the corners by AJ.
Look at the strength! Look at that!
right into the corner. Joe just grabbed him, powered him right down.
Wow. I mean, it was just, you were watching AJ go at him into the turnbuckles there, thinking he had some momentum, and he just stopped him dead in his tracks and then slammed him back.
Repeated shoulder blocks from the ring apron by one of the two challengers. The Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels. Is he going to try and take Joe from the ring and take him out to the floor with a suplex?
Man, that would be a Herculean feat right there. I mean, that, especially with his foot on the ropes. And look at the smack. You can feel the vibration all the way here.
Yeah, but here comes AJ.
Oh, he goes, oh! Wow, what a shot! That was fantastic! Joe ducks! AJ has to continue on, and he hits Christopher Daniels perfectly.
And who's the beneficiary? Samoa Joe as we take another look.
Look at that! Wow!
He avoids the contact, and in the process, AJ takes Daniels down. Now, Styles and Daniels battle out on the floor, both men weary.
Keep your eye on Joe!
No!
Right through, and he takes them both out! Right into the table!
A 280-pounder behind the suicide dive!
Look at the look he's giving him! He's in total control! He set that up himself! He's got the anger! Look at this dive right through the ropes! And he hits them both with the elbows! What a shot by Joe!
We come back live, and Samoa Joe, right in front of our broadcast position, has picked up Daniels at the head, and now going to take him in, toss him back into the ring. Joe can sense that he's in control of this matchup. Both Daniels and Styles, weak, weary, and injured. And Joe now kicking
just
AJ.
toying with them like a cat would with a mouse. Just poking him with his foot, showing him who's the boss, showing him that he can win this at any time he wants.
The realization set into Samoa Joe that you've got to get your challengers back inside the six-sided ring.
Look at that sweep!
Leg sweep out of nowhere by AJ. Joe never saw it coming, and Daniels catches him with a knee that sends him out to the floor.
We talk about AJ Styles and his ability to do things when the odds are against him. And that's it, and he goes for a pin. Two. Oh, Daniels able to push him off.
Quick roll through by AJ again.
1, 2.
Oh, and another near fall.
I like what AJ's doing, though. He realizes Joe's out of the ring, so he's got to go for the pins while he can.
Daniels with a forearm shot, but he had his back turned, and Joe caught him with a big clubbing blow. AJ.
Oh, man!
Discus clothesline. Joe off the ropes.
Look at that shot with his leg. I tell you what, that looked like it could have been.
Cover one.
Two's got it.
Oh, no.
How did he get out of that? How did he get out of that? Look at this. This is brutal. Oh, right on the head. Right on the head.
And every time you see that, you saw the way that his neck just snapped back, and the concussive effect of the back of Daniels' head making contact with the canvas, and every time you see it, you think of the concussion.
Oh, and then you can see the spaghetti arms right there of Daniel. Oh, and he just nails him with the knee. Oh, and the foot right to the head again. You gotta wonder about the concussions now.
Senton backslash.
1, 2. Now he gets out of it again.
Frustration starting to show as we see Samoa Joe realizing that he's going to have to do something even stronger than this to defeat these two challengers.
I'll tell you what, you got to realize how good a shape that Christopher Daniels is in. A normal man could not fall on his head like that and walk away. But because of his conditioning and his muscular structure, he's able to withstand that. Look at him fight back.
That's how you can take that kind of a... Oh, he slapped it off! Power slam, no!
And he's still, oh no, he's got him.
He's got him now. He's got the arm bar, the cross arm breaker, but it's the perfect defense by Daniels. You'll notice Daniels taking his right.
Got him!
He hooks his arms together so that Joe can't extend him back, and at the same time he hooked the bottom rope and gets the rope break from referee Mark Slick Johnson.
Daniels needs AJ Styles right now to get in some offense right here. Samoa Joe realizes that Daniels is close to getting pinned with everything that he's taken. That's why he's focusing on him. But do not take your eyes off the phenomenal one.
In the corner, Daniels stacked up, set up, and taking those chops from Joe right to the chest and then the boot to the side. You're right, AJ, at this point, Don, I think he's getting his win without muscle buster possibility.
Oh, AJ knows that Christopher Daniels cannot withstand a muscle buster at this point. Oh, what a enziguri kick to the top of the head.
What a kick that was! And now Daniels fights back. A series of forearm shots has AJ. He's got him rocking. Daniels off the ropes. Shot. Go with the boot right in the midsection. Headbutt. Here comes Joe.
Oh, man, and you saw right there, Daniels turned AJ into Joe. And look at this. Daniels going for it, but the knee by Samoa Joe breaks that submission hold up. What a shot right there by Samoa Joe.
It's what Joe had to do to stay alive in this match.
When Joe's looking around, he's got to be thinking, what do I got to do to these guys? Look at this. There's the boot to the back of AJ.
Now we're back live with both Styles and Daniels down in the canvas. Samoa Joe circling both men. It's almost as if you can sense that he's getting ready for the kill.
Oh, he feels it. He knows he's close. But you're talking about a man who held the X Division title longer than anybody in Christopher Daniels. You're talking about a man who's held more different titles. And AJ Styles, they will not be intimidated by this guy. And that's what I'm talking about, is that quickly Daniels gets around him.
Joe fights back. Elbows to the side of the head. The third one broke it. And now off the ropes comes Samoa Joe. Out of the full Nelson. Oh, he broke right through that.
He does it!
Release. German suplex by Daniels. Desperation move.
Think of the strength that means. And then he has to look at the determination. Look at that glare. Look at that fight in his eyes.
Joe momentarily weakened. Daniels powered him down. Is he going to go for the BME?
Oh, he is, and you can see, but again, he's still in such pain from that one headshot. I know that's what it's from. There he goes. Oh, he's so smooth in the air.
Best moonsault ever? No! 2 count only. The BME, best moonsault ever, leads to just another near fall, but not a victory for one of the 2 challengers.
Angels works! He's calling for Roy. That's going to take some strength at this point, but he's feeding on it now. Daniels is getting stronger and stronger as this match goes.
And AJ has time to regroup in the corner. It was just tough to get.
Look at that!
Rolled through by Styles.
Got it, what? No, he's going out.
Oh, he was going to go for the Styles clash. And Daniels was prepared, caught him with the kick to the head.
AJ right now, he was smart. He stayed over there, got his breath, and now he's the one who looks stronger, but what a shot by Daniels.
Daniels lands on his feet, connects with the forearm, and he never saw the clothesline from Joe. Pin!
1, 2, no! I'm telling you, Daniels has come on the brink of defeat 5 times tonight.
Time after time.
Oh, what a shot that is.
Seeing him avoid defeat and stay alive in this matchup. The 3-way for the X Division gold. The champ, the unbeaten Samoa Joe, positions AJ in the corner for a muscle buster.
Oh, he's got him right there. But look at that. He fights out of it. Goes right after Daniels. And then right back at Joe. Right back at Daniels. And then he hits him with the Pele.
Spin kick took down Daniels. Another kick took down Joe. Gut buster by AJ on Daniels. Cover.
1, 2. Oh, and again, Daniels somehow avoids the pin.
Amazingly getting the shoulder up just before referee Johnson calls the 3 count. AJ gonna take him up. Backbreaker.
Just putting him through the torture rack right there. Oh, and he spins him and he's got it. 1, 2. Oh, this time Joe doesn't allow him to get the pin.
Whew. They have pulled out all the stops of this X Division Championship matchup.
Don't forget about the neck of Christopher Daniels, what it went through when he landed on top of his head right there. Oh, look how smooth AJ is, and he hits it.
Inverted DDT. Can he cover him? Here's
1, 2. Oh.
I think it was just that momentary lapse, just that split second when AJ regrouped before going for the pin that enabled Samoa Joe to kick out just before the 3 count. AJ for the clash, cut off by Daniels. His right hands rocking AJ. I thought he was going to take him up in the Styles clash, but the fallen Angel was there to cut him off. AJ in the corner. Oh, he just rocked Daniels with the clothesline.
You just don't know who's got the advantage right here. Joe, I think, thinks that AJ's out of the ring. And look at this, he's not in the catches him, and then you see him, and here we go.
Dropped him on his head.
Here it is.
vicious. He dropped him straight down on his head.
You can see both these guys trying to get the pin because they know that Joe's vulnerable. And look at that, AJ sends Daniels out of the ring.
That's good strategy. Hip toss takeover, take him over, take another look. Oh, God.
Man.
Dropped him straight down. We're back live. Daniels on the floor. AJ climbs the corner.
You can see Daniels coming up, knowing that whoever gets to Joe first, and now Joe's recovered. Joe's gotten to his feet, but they had him. Oh, what a boot! What a boot!
Gonna try and position AJ for the muscle buster. Styles is fighting it off. Rocked him with the slap. Gonna
got a hold of it.
Here it comes.
Oh, he hit
Muscle
it.
buster.
He's got it.
Pin.
1, 2, done it.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner, and still undefeated X Division champion, Samoa Joe!
What's it gonna take? What's it going to take to stop the unbeaten Samoan submission machine? Samoa Joe does it again, almost in essence, where Daniels and Styles canceled each other out.
They did. They had it. They had Joe out. They had a moment there for about 20 seconds where they could have got the pin. But both of them were alive and fighting, and their pride would not allow one of them to do it. And that's what happened. Joe took advantage of
I
it.
think that's the key. I think that the phenomenal AJ Styles, the fallen angel Christopher Daniels, in essence, canceled each other out and enables Samoa Joe to retain the X Division title. Coming up next and against all odds, tag team action. Team 3D and Team Canada. Here's the preview.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Ultimate X contest. In this match, the first wrestler to climb the steel girders, maneuver the cables, and return to the ring mat with the title belt will be declared the winner and the X Division champion. Introducing the participants. First from the City of Angels, he is the fallen angel, Christopher Daniels.
This is the third time that the fallen angel has been involved in Ultimate X action. His record to date is 1-1.
Challenger number 2 is from Gainesville, Georgia. He is the phenomenal AJ
For AJ Styles, this is his fourth matchup in Ultimate X. His record sub 500 and 1-2. But Styles and Daniels both have the experience edge because the champ, he's never been in this kind of a situation before.
And introducing the defending X Division champion. He is the undefeated Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe!
You can see the red eyes, the lack of sleep. Obviously, this is weight on his mind. He knows that this is an obstacle that is going to be tough to overcome. But one thing about this man, he destroys all in his path. But this is the ultimate test. You called it the great equalizer. We'll see if he can overcome. And when you look up at that belt, suspended so high above the ring, it gives you a perception of what these men have to do. It's unreal. And AJ Styles tries to get up there quickly, and you can see Samoa Joe knows. You think that Samoa Joe's strategy has got to be in a match like this.
I mean, I would think, Don, that he's going to have to try and take both of his challengers out of the matchup. Do everything to be so physical to them that you wear them down to the point where they're not going to be able to climb. Look at AJ!
Oh, he saw that, but look how AJ, how sharp he was. He realized he didn't have the shot to go at it, so he got down to his feet so he could deal with Joe head on.
Sliding attempt at a kick by Styles doesn't connect. Joe takes Styles over and plants him. Meanwhile, the fallen angel is going to try and maneuver across the steel cables. Made it about 5-6 feet out towards the middle, but Joe's there to momentarily stop his momentum.
Nice elbows right there by the fall. Oh, wow. That just shows you the power of Samoa Joe. I'm not sure on this strategy right now that Daniels and Styles are doing. Obviously, they're trying to get up high quickly, and they hurt a lot worse.
Did you notice on the close-up look there at the X Division champion Samoa Joe? That little look out of the corner of his eye, almost that hesitation before he started to climb up the structure as Styles and Daniels work together as a team. One with the leg sweep, one with the clothesline to take the champ down.
What a combination right there. Now they got to go at each other. You know, they've kind of been focused on Joe. Oh, look at that. Athleticism. And then nails him with the drop kick. Wow. He's something special, man.
The phenomenal one with the boot for Samoa Joe after he took Daniels momentarily out of this match, and now AJ gonna head to the corner. Those are 20-foot-high steel girders that we've placed in the corners of the ring.
I swear they get higher and higher, Mike, every time.
Across those steel cables, they're attached to the top of each girder, and now it's Daniels and Styles with the goal in the middle.
This, and you can see Daniels trying to kick him, then he goes, and they both go falling.
Both men crash down to the canvas. X Division belt remains and stays in place. Daniels forearm shots to the head of Samoa Joe. Now going to try and shoot him off as a 280-pounder. Reverses, misses the clothesline, but the flying knee was right there, right in the face of Daniels.
You know, when you look at a match like this and you think it's all going to be won on the ropes, it's the war on the rope, but it's really not. It's the ground war. You've got to make sure your opponents are out of it so that you can go unimpeded across those ropes, because if you get up that high and someone brings you down, you could be out for the rest of the match.
Oh, you're right, bad landing if that's the case. Springboard by Styles, the phenomenal one with the forearm shot that marks Samoa Joe in the corner.
It looks like he just didn't catch it quite as clean as he does so many times. Joe able to get out of the way. That's why he's still on his feet. Oh, look at that right there. Joe sent it over the rope. Right in the top of Christopher Daniels.
He back body dropped Styles over the top. Crashing into Daniels. Here's another look.
Oh, man, that's perfect. He's got them both outside right now. He can catch his breath. This is a good opportunity for Joe to try to scale.
Daniels and Styles both get to their feet. Joe, checking out that spiel again.
Oh, he wants it. Oh, look at that. Unbelievable. We got to see that again. Over the top. Knock them both out. That's how you do it. Look at this. Wow.
That's why the X Division is about no limit. That's 280 pounds that just went flying over the ropes, twisting in midair, and the champ took out both challengers with one move.
Samoa Joe showing why he stayed unbeaten for 9 months, and you can see here again they're sitting head-on-head, head-to-head matchup, but the bell is on the line, and Joe going up top, going up high. This is somewhere he's never been before.
Gonna try and position his way, gonna try and make his way across the cables. Looks like he's doing pretty good for himself. But he comes crashing down just at the same time that Daniels levels Styles.
And that's the situation. He got up there. If you've never been there before, and I've asked everybody that's been in this match, they say it's an unbelievable feeling because those ropes get sweaty when people have already gone across them, and you lose your grip. And if you're not used to it, if you're not prepared for that, it happens just like it did with Joe. Down you come.
And Joe doesn't have the opportunity to prepare for this kind of a match. He's never been in this situation before, and that's exactly what Larry Zbyszko and the Championship Committee, that's exactly what they were thinking when they put the X Division title on the line in the signature match, Ultimate X. What a drop kick by Daniels.
I'll tell you what, Christopher Daniels showing unbelievable strength in what he did with Joe. And you hear the crowd showing their appreciation for the fallen angel as he sends it right at AJ. I mean, this is just, you can see the confidence growing, I think, right now in Christopher Daniels.
Yeah, with every second this matchup progresses, you saw the look on the face of the fallen angel. He's been there before. He's been X Division champion before, and he just dropped Joe with a charging flying knee.
He just sent him out right there, and AJ Styles still a little shaken up. Christopher Daniels seems to have to clear his head, but AJ immediately realizes where Daniels is going and not going to allow it. Bested him in the back of the legs right there.
That's trouble. It's no man's land for the fallen angel, and Daniels shots to the back of the leg, and that one to the back of the head, right in the shoulder blade.
It hurt AJ.
I think so.
I mean, that's what happens when you hit someone that hard.
Caught him with such velocity and such force, that may impact AJ's ability to climb the steel structure and get across the ring. Just that kick.
Well, he's focused right there, but all of a sudden Christopher Daniels, and once you get up that high and the other man gets you, you've got to try to find a way to get out of danger.
Look at AJ hang on for dear life. He's got his arms wrapped around the steel girder.
Now he knows how far those falls. Look at this, Daniels is in a bad spot. AJ, look at this. Look at, oh, wow.
I don't believe what I just...
That was insane. Look at this, it's insane.
What a powerbomb.
Man, we always talk about how AJ Styles can think on his feet. Well, he was thinking 20 feet up in the air that time.
And how do you do that, Don, when you've got your opponent, when you've got Daniels, who's right there, who's following your every move? When AJ was able to improv and right in mid-move on the powerbomb.
He's going for it here.
The first ever X Division champion, AJ Styles, on the verge of regaining that belt. But here comes Joe back into play.
Almost timing it. Almost timing it. Perfect. Oh, what a boot to the face of AJ. Oh, man, Joe's got his win back.
Senton backsplash, drops right down across the chest, and there's the big knee in the corner of that one. Oh, here comes the face wash. Caught him first with the knee to the side of the head, and there's that boot, the bottom of the boot, repeatedly face washing Daniels. Oh, look out!
Oh, man, the force that he hits that with is devastating. Good camera shot right there. You can just see exactly what it is he does with that big 280-pound boot.
Now what's Joe doing here? Joe drops down to the floor.
Oh, the crowd.
No, no, look.
Oh, no.
Steel chair. You know what, we've seen this in the past from Samoa Joe. When the steel chair comes into play, it turns into a very, very sick, real situation. And Christopher Daniels can tell you about that. Think about the concussion that he suffered because of Samoa Joe.
What's he going to do now? He's grabbing another
I think
one?
he's going to go for the Olay here. He's going to go for the Olay kick.
Oh, he got it. AJ cuts him off! AJ cuts him off!
He put Daniels in the chair. He was going to come charging at him and try and squash him. Oh! Right into the steel guardrail. But you're right, AJ cut him off. Back live.
Oh, this is a chance right now for AJ Styles if he can get it. This is it. It's such a rough match. And when they talk about it, they say you have to find the right time to go for it. And once you do, you realize you are in no man's land.
Yeah, timing is really the key to this match. Making sure that your opponents are weakened sufficiently.
See there?
That's what you talked about earlier.
The sweat.
Sweat from the previous attempts at climbing as AJ tried to jump up on the cables.
Oh, the force! The brute force!
Joe drops AJ directly down and steel chair in place.
Oh no, he's going to try to put AJ out of it. He's going to make sure that AJ Styles can't make the run.
I mean, there's so many different things that Joe can do. That steel chair comes in there. The one that we've seen repeatedly is the muscle buster on the chair. And he's positioning AJ for that muscle buster, but Daniels in for the save.
I think Christopher Daniels is one of the ones where he knows how devastating that move can be. Oh, but look at Joe. He's like he's feeding on it now. Look at the duck of the well.
And Daniels fights back. A series of those open hand shots from fallen Joe to the head of Daniels. With the fallen angel, he just put Joe up on the top.
Oh, look at this. He's got him. He's got a clutch on him. Look at that.
He went to gun thrust. Daniels tried that.
Wow. How high did AJ have to get up in the air right there?
Way up to catch Joe in the head. But he did. He connected on the boot.
These guys are so incredible. And what they do sometimes is just absolutely borders on insanity. Oh, the headbutt right there.
You can hear the slaps to the side of the head, and then the headbutt as Daniels reels off a right hand that caught Joe right on the jawline.
Like Joe's actually found him a perch there to try to catch his breath. And look at this. They double team him.
Double team. It looks like a muscle buster. It's a double team muscle buster. They just hit Joe's own head and move on him.
Payback's a bitch. And they gave it to him right there.
That was 9 months of payback, brother. Gotta take it again. Let's check it out. Double team muscle buster. Styles and Daniels lay out Samoa Joe with his own finisher.
Look at Samoa Joe. He had to realize when he was in the grip of both of them what was going to happen, and now it's between Styles and Daniels. Joe is in no condition right now.
Both challengers get to their feet. Both men connect with right hands. I think Styles may have got the better with that last one, and then that one was right in the jaw.
They're just trading. Oh, nice knee right there. Sometimes you trade punches, the other one expects a punch. That's why you counter with the knee.
Daniels trying to realign his jaw. Shoots Styles off into the ropes. Misses the clothesline. Daniels comes right back. And he's first kick miss, second kick. Check it out one more time.
And then here it comes. Boom. Right on top of the head.
AJ, he'll try and get to the corner. Uses the ring ropes to bring himself back up. And now he climbs. He's got one hand on the steel. He'll slowly make his way up. Joe recovers in mid-ring. Daniels will try and make the ropes to get out. And here comes Styles.
Styles is so close. Styles.
Oh, he's on it. He's on it. He's just got to take down the
Wait a minute. He's got a chair.
Steel chair to the back of AJ Styles as the phenomenal one was just a foot away from taking down the gold and getting that title back.
Daniels uses the chair to his advantage and kicks it right into the face for the Samoa submission machine.
Joe never saw that one coming. His peripheral vision did not allow him to see Daniels. He had the chair fixed to the side of his body, and Daniels drop kicked the chair right into Joe and Fallen Angel. He's headed up the steel.
This is his opportunity right here. Christopher Daniels, he's been here before. He's been on the losing end, and look how he used his leg.
Daniels, gonna go across the cable.
Oh, he's gonna get it.
He's got the belt. He's got the leg. He's got the belt. He got it.
He can stop him.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, the new X Division champion, the Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels.
We've got a new champion, but think about this. Even though Samoa Joe lost the match, he still can stay. He's never lost it head-to-head. He's never been pinned. He's never submitted. And that unbeaten streak still continues one-on-one.
Let's check it out one more time. The victorious Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels, is once again X Division champion. This is how it went down.
So many great replays that you see right there when Joe came over the top of the rope. And then you see Joe go out right there. Oh, the power bombs, the muscle busters. And then Christopher Daniels, when he got the opportunity, and that's how you win this. Daniels is now X Division champ for the second time.
We're back live in the Impact Zone.
Look at this. AJ's holding the hand down.
You know what we've been talking about for months? The code of the X Division. That's it right there.
Oh, look at Joe. He's furious.
You're right, he's furious. He's turning steel steps over.
Oh, God, he's
Look out!
leaving.
Look out! He's tossing steel steps all over. He kicked the broadcast table earlier. But the Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels, is X Division champion.
One thing, though, that Joe can say, he can look him in the eye and say it took a match like Ultimate X for you to get this belt off.
And think about it. Samoa Joe was not pinned.
No, he wasn't.
Samoa Joe did not submit.
No, he wasn't.
But he lost the X Division title.
You see Daniels now getting ready to enter the Impact Zone, get an opportunity at the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. We've heard Daniels say that AJ Styles more or less received more here in TNA than him. You know, now the opportunity's here for Daniels.
The very confident challenger, Daniels, went public. He said, I am every bit the wrestler that AJ Styles is. AJ, you know it, and the people know it.
And I agree with Daniels on that. I don't know if Daniels believes that, though. I think Daniels needs that TNA World Heavyweight title around his waist for himself to believe what he's saying about himself, if that makes sense.
The Samoan submission machine, normally known for that nation of violence, smash mouth type offense. But to me, Joe's brilliance here has been the mind games.
You know, Joe, I'm calling you Joe. You know what, Mike? Joe, he's been callous, he's been cold, he has been calculating. And we've been talking about mind games. You know what, no one would have expected that. I know Joe real well, and I'm a little surprised, but he pulled it off. Divide and conquer between the two buddies of AJ Styles and Daniels.
And when JB questioned him about the manipulation...
Oh, JB asked the hard question.
Yeah, he sure did, and Joe denied it. He said, I have merely brought the truth. The question comes when you think about the degree of friendship between Daniels and AJ, and he drove a wedge right between them.
And there you see the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. And ladies and gentlemen, if you've never seen this man compete, you're in for a treat. This match, I think we can say right now it's probably going to be an instant classic, if it's any shades of what it was 4 years ago.
Stiff, stern, very tough test for the TNA World Heavyweight Champion with two challengers tonight at Turning Point.
And Mike, I agree that it's a stiff, tough test for AJ Styles here tonight against two competitors coming after his title. But I think AJ Styles welcomes that test. I believe that AJ is trying to prove a point here in TNA, trying to prove a point to the wrestling world. He's the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, and he deserves it. And I think he's got a golden opportunity to prove it right here.
When you become World Heavyweight Champion, you realize that you're going to be targeted. And that's been the case for the phenomenal one. Everything from the sneak attacks to also now the realization setting in that it is time for him to face two challengers. And that close-up look at the face of the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe, told me that he feels that his manipulation, even though he may deny that word, he feels it's worked to perfection. We're going to send it to the six-sided ring. The man who's going to set the stage for our Turning Point main event, JB Jeremy Borash.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the TNA Heavyweight Championship of the world. When the bell rings, the man in charge, TNA official Mr. Slick Johnson. And now, ladies and gentlemen, live from Universal Studios, Orlando, Florida, it's time for your Turning Point main event of the evening. A rematch, 4 years in the making. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the combatants. First of all, standing in the corner to my right. He weighed in this morning at 224 pounds and comes to us from the City of Angels. He is challenger number 1. This is Daniels. And now, introducing challenger number 2. Standing in the corner to my left, he weighed in this morning at 280 pounds and comes to us from the Isle of Samoa. He is challenger number 2, the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe. And now, ladies Ladies and gentlemen, introducing, standing to my right, he weighed in this morning at 215 pounds and comes to us from Gainesville, Georgia. He is the current reigning and defending TNA heavyweight champion of the world, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
TNA World Heavyweight Championship match, our turning point main event, the three-way bout, and AJ Styles has his work cut out for him.
Well, that's what it's all about right there. That's what it's all about, the TNA World Heavyweight title. If you don't want that title and you're in this company, you need to leave. That's what it's about, being the top dog.
There you see the championship belt being shown to the two challengers. And finally, the defending champion. First pin, first submission to decide it, and here we go. There's the opening bell. We can just feel the tension as we see Daniels take.
Wow, a little sucker punch there.
The cheap shot at AJ, and then I was gonna question whether there might be alliances or allegiances here, and I think we got that answered right off the bat. Daniels with the shot for Joe. Joe missing the clothesline. AJ there to follow up.
I don't blame Daniels for doing what he did, trying to get ahead of the playing field here. But our champion dropping Daniels and now going to town on Joe.
AJ, after the shoulder blocks in the corner, sends Joe for a ride. Back first into the turnbuckles, goes airborne, and wrapped the arm right around the head and neck of Samoa Joe, and then just decked Daniels with the big right.
Yeah, well, there used to be a tight bond and friendship there. I guess that's gone. Oh, the spirit of competition. That'll bring the best and worst out of anyone.
AJ gets nailed in the corner as Joe leaves his feet to connect with the enziguri. Goes over for a kick to Daniels to keep him down, and then follows up with a series of rights.
A quick snap mare, and then chop right to the spine, low round kick to the chest. Watch Daniels! Jumping leg lariat, dropping Joe.
Just when Joe got that momentum rolling against AJ, got cut off by Daniels.
So watch your back, Chris.
Daniels measures Samoa Joe, but instead gets rolled up by AJ.
Well, I think in my opinion, it's in AJ Styles' best interest to try and get a win as quick as possible here. He's got the target on his back because he being AJ Styles is the champ.
Drop down off the leapfrog, and Daniels that time one step ahead of the champ, pointing to his head how he outsmarted AJ by hooking the rope and then gets caught with the drop kick.
Great extension in the middle of the body of AJ Styles and that drop kick, and there it is again.
Back-to-back drop kicks, first for Daniels, then for Samoa Joe. Turns it in AJ's favor, and the champ goes back to the basics with the side headlock.
Side headlock, nice. Tight side headlock, and I don't know, maybe Daniels can do some sort of a back suplex here or try to counter maybe into a top wrist lock.
Makes his way back up to his feet.
Wow, look at that.
AJ able to kick off of Joe, sending him back down to the arena floor, and at the same time almost end up with the pin on Daniels, who
I don't know who
quickly reversed it.
I don't know who used who in that situation there.
Well, Joe just momentarily hooked the leg of AJ, and that was the difference maker.
Yeah, Joe knocked AJ off stride, and then was right across the top. Almost like a hot shot by Joe on Daniels. Now Daniels getting worn out here by Samoa Joe.
See Daniels trying to cover up in the corner. Those punches, kicks, the strikes of the Samoan submission machine.
Rapid fire beatdown by Samoa Joe.
Caught him with rights, caught him with lefts, and then you see the headbutt, and he just punted AJ right in the ribs.
Yeah, that's not a basic stomp. Punt is the word you use, Mike, and you are on point. Oh, look at that running high knee.
Big knee.
That'll jack your jaw real quick.
That could be a knockout blow, and you can see Daniels trying to clear the cobwebs, and
those round kicks loosen up the quad.
Joe just dissecting the legs and then rolls through beautifully.
Into that leg bar. Tremendous by Joe. He's just warming up, man. Joe's warming up, but watch AJ.
The total concentration on Daniels comes back to haunt Joe because of the three-way matches. AJ connects and goes for a quick pin, but barely gets one, if that.
I wouldn't want to be the left leg of Daniels. That thing between Joe kicking it with round kicks and now AJ. My man's going to have a Charlie horse around that hamstring region.
One of those things is Daniels is now out on the floor, maybe try and get the blood flowing back into the legs, but at the same time, you can't be outside this match for too long because it might get decided by the other two.
Yeah, too much size there by Joe. AJ not able to suplex it. Well, I guess he was. He waited for the momentum shift. And then AJ capitalized on the momentum where Joe tried to do the suplex.
Yeah, used it to his advantage. Very smart move by Styles, the champ, and as Daniels tries to get back into play, he gets met by a forearm as AJ's attention is turned back to Joe.
I'm impressed early going here with AJ Styles as the champion. He's shown a lot of poise. He's picking his spots, taking his time. Look at this. Inverted Indian deathlock into a back bridge.
And then the chin lock added to the bridge as well.
You gotta watch your abdomen here or something of that. Hey, that's what I'm saying. You're exposed when you're in that situation, Mike, when it's a three-way match.
Certainly one of the pitfalls of the three-way is that total focus or concentration that can come back to haunt you.
Oh, nice drop toe hold real quick by Daniels.
Then floats over and takes the knee.
So much for being buddies, huh?
Put it right on the back of the head and then the knee drop.
A little disrespectful to the champ.
Daniels got his offense figured out, working on the upper body, the head of the champion.
Well, we're seeing I guess a ruthless style of Daniels coming out. TNA World Heavyweight title is on the line. Can't blame Daniels for amping up his game.
Daniels cranks on the neck, but sees Joe coming at him. Able to improv and catch Joe with the drop kick and then slam AJ on top of Joe.
Daniels in control of both champion and the other challenger. Maybe he's going for a Boston Crab here. Look at this.
How about a dual submission? Cranking with the chin lock.
Are you kidding me?
Camel clutch style on Samoa Joe while he's got the Boston Crab. The double leg submission on AJ gives up the crab. Do you think Joe bit his fingers?
I think Joe did. I was too busy watching that very innovative maneuver by Daniels, but I think Joe was able to bite. I think that's what he did.
Certainly the way that Daniels is favoring his hand and figure, you would think so. Caught AJ off guard with the forearm shot. Goes to do the same thing for Joe, but Joe was prepared and ready for him.
Yeah, nasty, nasty Uranagi out of that corner by the Samoan submission machine. With Joe now paintbrushing the face of the champion.
Just skidding the boot repeatedly across the face of AJ, and here comes Joe!
Oh, man, showing no regard, Joe is, of Daniels or AJ Styles. Those are just graphic, violent boots to the face.
Full speed strikes by Joe to both Styles and Daniels, and gonna do the same thing here to Daniels that he did to AJ earlier. Chop to the back, kick to the chest, and then caught AJ coming in. Here comes Joe.
Oh, look at that. Drop kick, and I think he ended up doing a senton right on Daniels. That's pretty cool.
Just gotta love the innovativeness and the ingenuity of the competitors in this three-way TNA World Heavyweight Championship match. How about Joe able to adapt? Daniels was in his way. He came charging, but then AJ saw him coming, and AJ caught him with the kick.
Like an excellent champion does, one step ahead of the challenger. I think AJ was baiting Joe to do something, and Joe met that high kick by AJ Styles. Wow.
Big-time shots in the corner by the champ. Daniels puts on the brakes, and he caught AJ off guard that time with the forearm that was perfectly placed. AJ able to catch Daniels, who went to run the ropes. Suplex over. Daniels crashes on the back of his head.
Look at Styles, look at AJ. Oh.
Slingshot out, Joe moves out of the way. And
Oh, man, he kicked out the legs. Joe kicked out the legs.
suicide dive by Daniels as Joe was concentrating on AJ. That gave Daniels the opening. Went flying straight through and took down Joe.
Daniels, out of all three of these men, I got to give you, in my view, I think looks the most impressive. It's close. At least three men right now tonight.
First pin, first submission to decide it. Who's going to become TNA World Heavyweight Champion? Daniels with the chop to the chest. Goes for the split leg moonsault. AJ catches Daniels, and Joe takes advantage, cutting with the chop first. And
got a rear naked choke. Joe's got a rear naked choke. What the hell?
Oh, AJ with the Fosbury flop over the top. Pulling out all the moves tonight. Things we haven't seen from AJ in several years.
Well, that's what I call it, phenomenal.
Crowd here at Turning Point, so respectfully watching this great competition. Really got into it too. Flop, and AJ goes for the cover, and oh, that close.
Awesome match. You're not kidding, folks. This thing is kick-ass.
Exchange of strikes, open hand slap by Joe. And then AJ answers, able to snap off that head scissors.
Yeah, Joe now doesn't know where he's at.
AJ with the forearms in the corners, but able to move out of the way. Shove Daniels right into Joe, then just slam him down.
Watch AJ, watch AJ, look at this!
Climbs right up the back of Daniels, connects with Joe, and when Daniels turns around, AJ, hurricane run off the springboard.
Outstanding, here goes a cover, here goes a cover!
Might do it. Could he keep the title? No!
Smart by AJ, trying to get a win off of that insane springboard.
To me, the innovativeness of this match, the ability of these three competitors to change up their offense has really been the story, because all three are so familiar with each other.
Absolutely, they're all picking their spots at the right time. They're being patient, being very patient.
Daniels stacking him up in the corner. Caught Joe with that chop when AJ ducked out of the way. Here he comes right at Styles, and
there we go for a monkey flip here.
Oh, monkey flipped him right into Joe, who takes him up and then just he threw him down right on top of Daniels.
Styles is done. Joe's gonna get him. Joe knows he's got him. Joe's got him.
The ferociousness of Joe. Powerbomb right into the pin. No!
Look at that.
Pulls him over instead. Gonna go submission since he only got the 2 count.
That's another level of a Boston Crab, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that, into the STF.
Crossface applied, leg grapevine at the same time.
Yep, step over, toe hold, face lock, that's an STF. And AJ's got to try and get to the bottom rope. We saw this past Thursday on Impact.
Sure did, we saw it on Impact, and you can see AJ still got a ways to go to get the rope break. And oh, that's a smart move by Styles to shift his weight and swing his hips over so that he can make contact with the ropes.
Well said, Professor, that's exactly what happened.
Kick by Joe takes Daniels at least momentarily out of play, and that's smart because now it boils down to just him and AJ. Snapped it off, slam right into the pin, and no!
Daniels back in the ring here. Can Daniels do something offensively? He's bringing it.
Series of shots, the clubbing blows to the back, and Joe's ready for him when he came flying off the ropes.
That's a big boy you're running into there.
Daniels able to adapt in mid-move.
We're going Dragon Sleeper. Got a dragon. Look at this.
Then takes AJ up and drives him right
right down onto the top of Joe, and you have to appreciate that.
Oh, I do. 1, 2, oh!
Gonna go for the cover on Joe.
He can get it here. Again, to reiterate, if Daniels was to pin Joe there, Daniels would be the new TNA heavyweight champion.
That's what it boils down to. First pin, first submission to decide it.
You don't have to beat the champion to be the champion.
AJ slowly up in the corner. Full speed ahead. Daniels with the knee right into the chest. Oh, Death Valley driver out of the corner. Pin, leg hook. Got him. Oh, no!
Don't get frustrated now, Daniels. Stay in the zone, kid. Stay in the zone.
And Daniels has been in the zone this entire match. As you pointed out earlier, in your mind, he has been the most impressive of the 3 men.
And that's a stretch, you know what I mean? I don't mean no disrespect to AJ or Joe at all in that. Look at AJ here.
AJ able to counter twice the suplex attempts, and then suplex over and then drop down directly out of the suplex.
Almost like a neck breaker kind of from AJ to Daniels. Yeah, Daniels is in a bad way here. Both men are down. Joe, I believe, is on the outside of the ring.
Joe outside, able to regroup here, and at the same time, keep his eyes on the action. And Joe able to roll back in just as AJ gets back up to his feet.
You get met by a right hand and a bunch of body shots, and here comes AJ Styles. Oh, man. Look at this. Good God. Oh, man, he's done. If Joe can get a cover on AJ, I think AJ's out.
A series of open hands, and there's that palm thrust by Daniels, and then the enziguri takes down Joe.
How the hell is AJ up? How tough is this guy, man?
Phenomenal recovery for Styles.
Yeah, pun intended.
Pele to the top of the head.
I love the Pele. I don't think Daniels does.
Daniels down. Samoa Joe down. Opening is there for Styles, but he's spent. He used up so much energy, Taz.
Yeah, it's hard for him to capitalize. What a match this is. I feel like I'm saying this every segment. Match after match. Here comes Joe. Oh.
AJ, shoulder block, outside in. Follows through, diving headbutt, and then discus clothesline for Daniels.
God almighty, what a match. AJ just bringing it. How bad does AJ want to hang on to his title here tonight?
And how bad did Daniels and Samoa Joe want to take that gold away? Great competition that we're witnessing. Elevation over, and Daniels goes down to the floor. Springboard! Incoming flying forearm. Pin. Here it is. Here's two.
He's got him all. Are we even going to crown a winner here tonight? I mean, this is just insanity. Right to the eyes with a thumb. Nothing fancy there.
Oh, Joe's shortcut is answered. AJ pin, no.
Joe able to just inch a shoulder out. Joe looks spent. Joe's got a lot more size on his body than AJ and Daniel, so fatigue might be setting in for Samoa Joe.
Joe able to dig down deep, reverse it. Shoots AJ off into the corner, but Styles catches it with an elbow.
Oh, man.
Flip over.
This guy
Drop
is
down
flawless.
inverted DDT.
One.
Here's two.
I'm telling you, AJ Styles is straight up flawless. Watch
Daniels
out.
Caught with an elbow, gonna go to the move again. Inverted DDT, but it cost him because Daniels was prepared. And he just caught him out of nowhere. Last right.
See, Samoa Joe not saving AJ Styles. Samoa Joe trying to save a chance for himself to win the TNA heavyweight title.
So often we see the Angel's wings from Daniels. We saw the last rights instead. Up in the crucifix here, the elbow's able to stop Joe. Whoa! That's impressive.
Big time German suplex. This late, this point in the match.
To be able to have that much strength left to take 300 pounds up and over like that.
In a textbook fashion, too. Oh, man.
Daniels crouched up on that top rope. Joe senses a weakness, going to go for that muscle buster. He does. New champion here with the pin. One, two, AJ desperation save. It paid off.
Near fall after near fall after near fall. Straight up excitement and exuberance. I dare you to find.
It's a good way to put it. This is wrestling.
Wrestling like this anywhere, man. Look at it.
Joe rolls through. Rolling AJ.
Joe ends up on top. Joe's got the pin.
Did he get him? No. AJ powered out with his legs.
That'll make you dizzy, too, for both men. All those revolutions.
Yeah, you can sense it as AJ gets to his feet. He's wobbly. The spin kick, for being wobbly, the spin kick was perfect. It was on target.
Well, Joe was wobbly, and now Joe's down.
You can see AJ shaking his head as well. Joe down, Daniels down, Styles' attention turned to Joe. Gonna go for the Styles clash here. Left himself open to get kicked in the back of the head by Daniels.
Major League jumping enziguri by Daniels. And it looks like now, Daniels, I think Daniels wants to try and get Joe out of the ring.
That's a sliding drop kick style.
Getting it from that dragon. That try for the last rights didn't work.
Block, double under, might go for Angel's wings here. Trying to beat him in his own game. Instead, the roll through. Daniels follows up out of that.
Jackknife.
He gets the pin. Countered by Styles. He's going to go for the Styles clash and beat AJ with his own move. And Joe caught him with the super kick. Oh, spectacular series of offense from these three.
All right, you were here 4 years ago. Is this meeting up to that level these guys did it 4 years ago, or what?
This is matching it, and then add in the TNA World Heavyweight Championship at stake. This baby is delivering the hype, everything that we talked about in anticipation, and it has delivered big time. Stack him up in the corner. AJ fights out with a punch that dazed Joe, and then they go high-low to take him down.
Look at that.
Haven't seen them work together very often in this match, but that time they used the high-low.
Low sweep in the clothesline.
It's a move I remember that when they were tag team partners that they used years and years ago.
Well, hold on here.
Mutual respect. Daniels went for the shot instead.
Well, you sucker punch AJ earlier, Daniels. It didn't happen there.
Styles taken out to the apron, and how about Daniels, the way that he just slid through to follow up so that he wouldn't be at a disadvantage inside.
Daniels is so quick and crafty, man, I'm telling you. What the hell is this? Oh my God, this is dangerous.
And they leave themselves open as well here.
No.
Daniels fighting off AJ's attempt.
Watch Joe here. What's he up to?
Oh my God, shot with the chop.
Chop. Another muscle buster? No. Oof.
Daniels able to avoid the muscle buster. STO judo takedown. Does he have anything left in the tank? Motions the corner like he could be going for the BME. That's what it is. Best moonsault ever.
He nailed it. Springboard AJ.
Oh, springboard 450 by Styles onto the back of Daniels too. He did it.
Here's your winning star, TNA Heavyweight Champion of the World, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Well, if you're rating this match on a star system, 5 stars being the best, this was 15 freaking, maybe 20 stars. Holy God. I've called a lot of matches in my day, my friend. That was simply amazing. Holy smokes.
Phenomenal performance by the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, and quite honestly, both of the competitors, both of his challengers rather, as well, as we take another look.
Yeah, I mean, look, the stage was set here. The stage was set. 2 big-time nasty competitors coming for AJ Styles Championship. This match, Mike, in my opinion, could have went either way, either 3-way. Really could have. Somehow AJ won it.
On a spectacular night of wrestling delivered by TNA. Samoa Joe used the power game against Daniels. Drop kick AJ out to the floor. Boy, this highlight package just gets better by the minute, doesn't it?
Oh, this has been a show in itself. I mean, it was move after move, near fall after near fall. It was just, look at this. Oh,
Fosbury flop. AJ brought that one out of the playbook. Haven't seen it in several years.
That still wasn't enough for AJ to get the win. I thought this thing was leaning towards Daniels winning this. Look at this. How about this? Into the powerbomb. Into the, oh man, just sickness, craziness. Just a, go on forever.
Dragon sleeper. At the same time, he used AJ against Joe. Pele rocked Daniels.
Just an awe-inspiring match. Awe-inspiring matchup by all three of these awesome, great competitors here in TNA.
AJ went for that inverted DDT the second time and paid the price. Here was the muscle buster by Joe on Daniels.
I think he hit two of them on the right. I can't even remember.
AJ was there to make the save and keep the title at that point. BME, followed by AJ springboard 450, and he climbed on top and got the pin.
Just a monumental moment for our champion, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
There it is, the TNA World Heavyweight Championship belt. Daniels obviously disappointed, but also upset. But think about it. Daniels was not defeated in this match. And on a spectacular night of wrestling, AJ Styles, he beat the odds, he beat the numbers, and he's the TNA World Heavyweight Champion.